good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Bruno. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from a vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick it.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I'll use my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
Hold your thoughts until after we untangle this mess. The gold, it's yours. It's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Got lots of jobs available. Interested? Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile. Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. What a delightful find. This should cover it. It's getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything.
Mercer killed Garrus, not Carlisle.
I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the guild. Anything else?
Garrus, Carlisle, and Mercer were nightingales.
What? Nightingales? I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you?
Carlisle was behind Golden Glow and Honeybrew.
Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else?
No, that's it.
Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone.
He has a house in Riften?
Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked a previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Bold to guard the place. Be careful, lass. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Good question. I've only set foot inside a few times myself, and that was in Mercer's company. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard. No, it's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry. Huh, that'd be bald. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning. Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone. Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer took over the Guild, we must have had a few dozen. I don't have a clue. That door is impenetrable. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies.
No, it's possible that Mercer had another key made.
Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else to that madman.
I mean, he could have made had a copy made from his key. Oh, excuse me.
Need to stay focused in case Frey comes back. Make it fast. That pig. Oh, I have info on him. More than you care to know. Vald, good side? I think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold. A man after my own heart. Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, she might be able to give you the details. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less. All right, but if you get arrested, don't blame it on me. While you're in...
Right, let's see what we got here. Depth illusions. I don't think I have any depth illusion spells. Common spells will work on higher level opponents. I'm gonna do that so that way I can get quiet casting.
Here, help yourself to anything in Frey's manner.
Alright, let's go talk to Maven about Void's debt. What time is it? It's 5, almost 6 o'clock. Most likely she's at the table eating dinner.
I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
I doubt he'll come back. that's Mercer's house right there, actually. Right next to the secret entrance. Or, I guess, right next to the Temple of Mara. I figured she'd be at the table eating.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
The throne suits me, don't you think? Vald, why would you want to help that idiot? He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer. A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick. The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied. I had Vald move the caravan from Winterhold on the western end of the lake, so he could avoid the roads. The idiot got lost in the mist and ran his boat right over some rocks, sending it straight to the bottom. He's too stupid to remember where he was, and any attempt I've made to find it in the past has been unsuccessful. Vald said his rowboat struck some rocks. I'd check under the water near one of the small islands in the lake. Perhaps you should start at the docks and work your way out towards Golden Glow Estate. The quill was supposed to allow me to duplicate any writing I'm viewing in exacting detail. I'm sure you could understand how useful that would prove in a business situation, especially where signatures were involved. Fortunately, the quill required an ink with a unique formula known only to myself. So if you're getting any ideas about selling it to someone else or keeping it, you'll find it would hold little value. Out of my way.
Dirge told me you made it into the guild.
You need dirt on anything, you talk to me.
Well, I happen to know where the coral is, so cook the fish gills ring, because I'm gonna need that. Because it's in the water. It be in the water. But she did say it sunk. So yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer there. Though it might be hard to find with all this cloudness. In fact, first time I did this, I had trouble finding it, so I had to look it up. And somebody apparently posted a video on YouTube. Of where to find it. Actually, there was a few videos, but only one of them actually stood out from the rest. But anyway.
I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you.
Oh yay, mini freeze. My character all of a sudden stopped in place. I was about to say, ah crap, the game froze again. It's because I took the fan away, isn't it? Well, me being hot and sweaty is more important than you being hot. Okay? I can always turn you off for a couple hours, let you cool down. here, this little island here where there's a bunch of trees. It's sitting between the docks and Golden Globe. No, it's over here. Oh, stupid. It's still around this area. It's between the two locations. And there you have it. Oh, come on now. Don't mess around with me. There it is. Along with 50 gold. Now, the reason why I have an amulet of Debella on me is because it turns out I already had 3 amulets of Debella. So I'll end up selling that one. Or maybe using it, because it's ups your speech and everything.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Yeah, Azura is apparently a god that, or goddess, I guess, that Dark Elves worship, but she's actually a data lord.
Fear for the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
Bow, axe, shield, whatever. Whatever gets the job done. That guard appeared out of nowhere.
Now that the Empire's arrived in Riften, we finally established a launching point into Morrowind, just in case.
That'd probably be a good idea. Oh, what time is it? It's 8 p.m. Never mind. Looks like the guards are changing shift. Or is it shifts? I think it's shifts.
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
Back again? What is it this time?
The throne suits me. Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Rolf. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
Back again? What is it? This time.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to your mum. What exactly does it say? Can I actually read it? Void's debt. This document absolves Void of Riften borrower from all debts and accounts owed to Maven Blackbriar of Riften, lender. This document should be held in a secured location until such time as the lender considers the debt satisfied. In the event of the borrower's death, the debt will be collected from any remaining assets or properties owned as departed by the acting steward of Richard.
What do you need, my friend?
Where is Boy? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Yo! Watchdog, get your booty over here. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Come here.
This is Mercer Frey's place, and he don't like visitors. Now go away. Of mine? What is it? I can't believe it. How'd you talk her into this? Never mind, I don't care. I'm just glad I don't got to work for Maven anymore. Here, you did me a favor. I guess I owe you one.
That wasn't an option. That was pretty much the only way to get inside. All the other doors are barred up on the other side.
You're not planning on hurting anyone with that weapon, are you?
Who are you talking to?
Just handle the girl, but listen. They always have to fight back.
Apparently I wasn't close enough to do that. Maybe I should have got a teeny bit closer. The bar is locked into place and cannot be opened. be a fellow Khajiit, didn't it?
I'm not dying and keep myself up.
Alright, let's none of the riffraff are out of the way. Let's take a look around. Suspicious cabinet. Oh no, we're not gonna find skeletons and bones in this one, are we? Nope, just cobwebs and barrels. Okay, cool. Stepping on that stuff now. Setting off traps. Ah, snickerdoodles. Looks like this is motion censored. We'll wait for the right time. No! Ouch! I should have waited till the battering ram moved before I did that. Or maybe I should have used both ways. No matter. I managed to get past it. So yay me. I said ow because I hit the wall. I was trying to actually untrigger that trap, but I opened the door instead. Oh well. A skill book, thank you very much. Ooh, many thanks. Okay. Not certain how you managed to get your hands on that item we discussed, but I'm more than pleased. I thought you'd simply wait until it was being transferred from Castle Door to its final destination, but according to what I heard, it vanished right from their armory. I wish I knew how you were able to slip by the guards, bypass the partisans, unlock the armory door, and break into the dwarven puzzle. Dwarven puzzle what? Oh, locked chest. You need to teach me that little trick sometime. I've left your cot in the usual drop spot and might have another job for you soon. R. Okay. Oh, come on. obviously the M at the beginning of the letter was Mercer, but who the R is, I do not know. What is this? Let's see. Target takes 25 points of frost damage. It causes a chance to paralyze target for 2 seconds. Oh. Cool. This is plans. Fast. A bunch of gems. We have a bunch of amulets of standard. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's have a seat, shall we? Or not. Sit. There you go. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Some kind of statue. An X marks the spot. Versus pointing at the face. Okay. Some kind of gem. Sure that circle with the lines through it's supposed to be a compass. But this is some kind of language I've never seen before. And this looks like a layout of a building, maybe? Right-wing bulbs. This is where the lowlifes live.
What was that?
talk long. Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the Grey Fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are. This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
I'm almost to level 40. Now, in case you guys are curious, the highest level that I remember getting in Skyrim is 52. As an Argonian.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
He wasn't there, but I found these plans.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer. That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
Then we have to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lass. Not now, lass. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future.